Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this edition of Seen Beyond and Through with Monty. Yes, the title says it all. A straight man traumatized by gays. Now, we're going to get into this, but before we do get into this, I want to tell you an incident that happened to me about 25 years ago. 25 years ago, I was living at home and I was asleep. And someone broke into the house where I lived. They came into my mother's back room, actually. She had a window there. They came into my mother's back room. Thank God she was not there. And I was asleep in my bedroom. They broke in the door. When they broke in the door, I just yelled, "Police!" And when I did that, it must have scared them. It did scare them because they hightailed it back out to where they came into. So I guess they didn't know if I was a police or if there was a police, whatever though, but that word did scare them. And I'm going to segue into the story that I'm covering on this particular topic. So just stay with me and you will see the connection as to where I'm going.
These made me feel uncomfortable. And I remember I saw something on social media where a gay dude was like, man, y'all straight dudes are so arrogant to think that every gay man wants you, And I'm like, yeah, but I've been hit on by y'all. And it was traumatizing to me, And maybe that's the phobia of being traumatized by that,
What is traumatizing about it, though? Like if a man, if he doesn't know or if he's around and he's shooting his shit.
Foreign. It's just foreign. That's what it is. It's foreign. It's
I'm
uncomfortable.
asking.
Yeah.
Okay, so there you have it. You have a 47-year-old man saying that a gay man hit on him. And as a result of being hit on, he was traumatized by that experience. A traumatization to me would be something like someone being molested, someone being raped, someone being hit, someone being beat up, someone being in an automobile accident, someone losing their job, someone losing their home, or in my case, where you're fast asleep and a burglar just breaks into your home, kicks down your door, and you're there. I do believe that in his case, the word trauma is being misused. And I think it's so unfortunate that you have someone this particular age who is choosing to use that particular word in describing an experience where another human being just simply asked him out. Now, you don't get women who are saying that they're traumatized because men asked them out. You don't hear women saying that they were traumatized because another woman asked them out. You don't hear gay men talking about they're traumatized because women asked them out. I think that is very unfortunate that he's using that particular word because it plays into the whole gays are very aggressive, they're predatory. But yet he explains, and you can find this on YouTube, he explains that the guy was very respectful. So it's just be baffling to me that this man right here would want to state that he was traumatized by someone asking him out at his age. Now, before I go on, I want you to see and just read what other gays have stated about his proclamation of being traumatized. The misuse of the word trauma is cringy, his big grown ass. How fragile these so-called real men can be. Exactly. That seems to me to be very fragile. So easily traumatized to be a straight, masculine male. Well. But when you talk to women like that, it's okay. Straight men really be irking me, bro. Exactly. This is what I was saying. Women don't get upset or use the word traumatized the way he's using it, unless the guy is being very disrespectful. Girl, why are you traumatized? You need to come out now. Because it ain't never was that deep. And why, for one, y'all hit on this man? I'm trying to see what y'all saw because I ain't seeing it. Okay. Yeah, I agree with that. It wasn't that deep. And why can't you just take a compliment and just keep on moving? Poor straight man. It seems he's traumatized by something that triggers him regarding his own sexuality. I want to get into that. Just take a compliment and say thank you and move on. What's so traumatizing? I agree with that. If you're a mature man, you're straight, take the compliment and move on. Understand that if you are attractive, that not just women are going to find you attractive. It's going to be gay, lesbian, bisexual people. It's going to be the full spectrum who's going to find you attractive. So why get on social media and make a big woo-hoo-hoo like you're some type of victim who's traumatized by someone simply asking you out? Or you could have just taken the compliment and keep it pushing. No one was being disrespectful. Exactly. He went on to explain that the guy was not disrespectful. So my point would be, and what some of the posters here were saying, it's not really that deep. Why can't you just keep moving? And he's definitely reaching and battling his own sexuality. He's reaching, and he could be battling his own sexuality, which is what I want to get into. I'm going to take a guess and say this much, that the guy who probably asked him out was very attractive. And that rose something within him that was very uncomfortable. Something that he probably suppressed, something that he could be fighting. That's the only thing that I can see as to why it was so traumatizing. In that regards right there, if you're fighting it, if you're suppressing it, if you're trying to keep it under wraps, it probably is traumatizing. But it's not anything about the guy who's asking you out. It's more like the own sexual demons, I should say, where your own denial or suppressing of who you really are. That's traumatizing. And let me say one thing about this being foreign or so new. I'm not buying that angle. The reason being is because if you look at him right now in his late 40s, he was probably attractive in his 30s, probably attractive in his 20s. So therefore, this couldn't be anything new or foreign. This could not have been the first time that a man has hit on you, not have been the second time or third time. This has happened before. So please stop trying to act like this is something new that just happened and you're not really used to it and you were just so traumatized by the situation. So I think that in this situation right here, this man does need to buckle up, so to speak, and just grow up. He really does. He needs to act his age. Going on social media saying that you were traumatized, it's more like you're revealing more about you, about what you're suppressing and what you're hiding. That's where the true traumatization is coming from. It's not coming from any outside sources. Because at your big age, you should know how to deal with that. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, that is another edition of Send Beyond and Through with Monty, and I will see you all beyond and through.